consumers to interact with clothing and accessories in new and exciting ways. The COVID-19 pandemic has had a significant impact on fashion and textile design. With many consumers working from home and socializing less, there has been a shift towards more casual and comfortable clothing, and a decreased demand for formal wear and high heels. At the same time, the pandemic has accelerated trends towards e-commerce and digital fashion, with brands and designers experimenting with new ways to showcase their collections online. Another significant trend in fashion and textile design is the blurring of boundaries between traditional gender norms and styles. The rise of gender-neutral and gender-fluid clothing has challenged traditional notions of masculinity and femininity. And designers are exploring new ways to create clothing that is inclusive of all gender identities. This has led to a growing acceptance of non-binary fashion and a greater emphasis on individual expression and self-identity. Fashion and textile design are also increasingly influenced by the intersection of technology and fashion. Wearable technology, such as smart clothing and accessories that can monitor health and fitness, is becoming more common. And designers are exploring the potential of technology to create new forms of clothing and expression. The rise of social media and digital platforms has also led to a greater democratization of fashion, with consumers and influencers playing a more active role in shaping trends and styles. There is a growing recognition of the cultural and historical significance of fashion and textile design, and a renewed interest in preserving and celebrating traditional techniques and craftsmanship. This has led to the revival of ancient textile traditions and a renewed focus on the importance of local and regional design. Designers are also exploring ways to incorporate cultural heritage into their work, creating clothing that celebrates and honors the diversity of global fashion and textile traditions. Another significant trend in fashion and textile design is the growing interest in personalization and customization. With advances in technology, it is now easier than ever for consumers to create custom clothing and accessories that reflect their individual style and preferences. Designers and brands are exploring ways to offer personalized options, such as custom sizing, colors, and embellishments, to cater to the unique needs and desires of their customers. This trend is also reflected in the rise of made-to-order and made-to-measure clothing, which allows consumers to have clothing tailored to their specific measurements and preferences. Fashion and textile design is also increasingly influenced by social and political issues. In recent years, designers and brands have been using fashion as a platform to address issues such as climate change, human rights, and social justice. This has led to a growing awareness of the impact of fashion on society and the environment, and a greater emphasis on ethical and sustainable production. In terms of textile design, there has been a growing interest in experimental and innovative materials. Designers are exploring new materials, such as bio-based textiles made from materials such as algae and mushrooms, and materials made from recycled plastics and other waste products. This reflects a growing interest in sustainable and eco-friendly materials, as well as a desire to push the boundaries of traditional textile production. The fashion and textile industry is also increasingly global in nature, with designers and brands operating across multiple countries and continents. This has led to a greater appreciation of the diversity of global fashion and textile traditions, as well as a recognition of the need for ethical and sustainable production practices throughout the supply chain. Another trend in fashion and textile design is the increasing emphasis on storytelling and emotional connection. Designers and brands are exploring ways to create clothing and textiles that evoke a sense of emotion or tell a story, whether it be through the use of color, pattern, or narrative.